Scott Brown here. Floors. In today's exciting episode, we're building a timber floor that will eventually have tiles on it. A lot of people underestimate how much work goes into this. And hopefully by the end of this exciting episode, you'll understand why. This here is the bearer that sits on top of a post that is not drawn. And this is the existing joist with the timber flooring on it. This here is all the new stuff. This is what we're building. The end result is that we have a tiled floor here that lines up with a timber floor here. At some point in the building of our house, or at least the renovating of our house, there's been a floor repair here. They've joined it halfway on a board and then they've gone in there. So obviously there's some sort of damage that's been here, or maybe an old wall was here, which I think that's the most likely because it lines up with this wall. So this floor level is level across here, miraculously. So from the top of our existing flooring, we need to be 41mm down to the top of our new joist. We worked out all the thicknesses and that's what it came to. So basically we're going to use the level rather than putting a stick across. We're going to add 41mm to 669. What's that?
41 to 669 is 710.
710. So that's our mark, 710, top of our joist. So now we have the laser, as long as we keep the top of our joist 710 everywhere, our floor will be level and the tiles will be beautiful. Now that this joist is in, you can see just how much of a checkout we're requiring here. The fundamental issue with trying to achieve a level entry bathroom or toilet is that you're taking out so much of the floor that you might as well do what we're doing, which is reframe a whole new floor. So that's exactly what we're doing. And in this situation, checking it over the barrel is just the best option. You gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Do you really want a level entry toilet or bathroom? Obviously I've decided that I do, and that's why we're doing it. But another reason why we're doing it is we probably have to reframe this floor anyway. The way they used to frame floors isn't adequate for tiles. A lot of people tile over old floors and then the tiles crack because there's too much movement. So either way, we had to frame a new floor. We might as well make it a nice level entry one. I stood on a pipe and water went everywhere. Disaster strikes. There's a lot of water under there. It like really blasted under there. Eh?
First I thought you hurt yourself, then I saw you run to the roadside, and I thought, did somebody get hit?
Yeah.
I was watering the garden and the pressure just stopped. Oh, that's weird. And as I shook out here, oh no! I was like, oh shit.
Don't know if it comes across yet. There's a lot of chaos going on in our house right now. This is all stuff piled up from inside the living room that I'm bringing out to the garage. And that's because the living room is chaotic, the carport is chaos, and now the garage is increasingly becoming chaotic. All these things are on my mind as I'm building this floor, and that's why I misstepped and stood on the pipe. But thankfully, Aaron, my plumber, he came out.
What have you done?
Within the hour, saved me basically. So why am I jumping around? Why am I all of a sudden here and we haven't finished the floor yet? Because I think this is like an important lesson in carpentry, but also just mindset in general. And it reminds me of a book that I really like and I want to talk about. But before we do that, let's get this job out of the way and let's finish this floor. Thank you guys.
Not too easy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, any other issues, give us a buzz.
Sweet as.
Alright, you have a good one, eh?
Cheers, Aaron. Jungle under there, those pipes. They're going in every direction. I think there has been a bathroom renovation at one point, and they left a lot of the pipes that were there and just joined up in strange ways. There's like 3 or 4 different types of pipes there. But we're not doing the bathroom renovation yet. The only reason we're doing this floor and wall is because we moved the power board. So we'll get the floor closed in so it's not so drafty, and move back to the kitchen and living room where we should be working. Check this out. See up there? That's a digger, and it's like on a chain or something going all the way up to another digger up there, and they're clearing all this slash. How crazy is that? It's like obviously so steep that they need to be kind of towed up and down. Should we jump up and down on it, see if it holds?
No, then my penny empties.
Oh yeah. Boom! If you are ever doing a bathroom floor, you both have to screw and glue it. But we're leaving this so the plumber can lift it up and jump under and do all the plumbing work. So just a couple of screws for now. Sharpening the saw.
No! Ah, shit! Ah.
Can I help?
Yeah, like... It does actually.
Sharpening the saw, literally, as a builder, if you use a blunt saw on a circular saw, it's not effective, right? But in order to have a sharp saw, you need to take the time. You need to go away, you need to find a blade, you need to unbolt it, you need to put the new blade on. And when you're working, you're busy framing up a wall, that feels like a step back. That feels like you're spending time unnecessarily. But sharpening the saw makes the job go better. So all of that is a long-winded way of saying, I'm going to build a timber storage rack in this carport because we need some organization. We need the garage more organized because we're going to start building cabinets very soon. And I can barely walk around there, let alone build a cabinet. So in the next episode, I'm going to start here in the carport with the timber storage. I'm going to sharpen the saw. The carport's totally chaotic. Anytime we try and get some timber, you can't find it, you have to dig. And I just picked up more timber for this new floor that we need to build, and we have nowhere to put it, because it's just so much chaos there. Let's tidy things up. Let's pull the plastic down, make the living room a living room again, get everything in order, and then when you go back to your work, you're like more organized, right? It's kind of like when I did my van fit out. Once you make a place for everything, every tool has a home inside the van, then the van can stay organized. Right now, we're just dumping things wherever they can fit. Now, speaking of organization, maybe your website's a little disorganized. Well, thanks to today's sponsor, those days may be over. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform where you can build your online presence and run your business. Squarespace sponsors our channel, and they also host our website, which has been very useful. We signed up with Squarespace before they sponsor the episodes, and that's why I can safely recommend them to you. Whether you have an e-commerce business or you have services that you want to advertise, Squarespace will help you advertise both. If you don't have HTML skills and you just want to be able to drag and drop files into a web page and build it the way you see it, then Squarespace is for you as well. Squarespace have fully customizable templates, they have portfolios and galleries to make your business look great. But of course, you don't have to take my word for it. Squarespace also offer a free trial, so you have nothing to lose. And then once you're ready to launch your website, head over to squarespace.com/Scott Brown Carpentry to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Cheers to Squarespace, and cheers to my time in Edinburgh. I was born in Scotland, some of you already know that, and when I went back there as an adult to live and work and have an overseas experience, Jess and I were living in an apartment and we didn't have a car, so I'd take the bus to work every day. And in that time, the 20-minute bus ride, I would read a book, try to get myself in the right frame of mind before I tackle the day. And one of the books I read was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and the last habit is sharpen the saw. That's where I got that from. I didn't know Edinburgh well. All of a sudden I had to live and work there. So I got a lot from that. I got a lot from that time, and I still think about it. I'll chuck a link below to the book. It's a really good book. It's not too self-helpy. It's not too cringe. It's just practical advice to like get your mind state right. The next exciting episode begins for me right now because I'm going to build storage here in this carport. We're going to organize this. This is going to be a cabinet making dream. And we'll start that in the next exciting episode.